What up, everyone? Welcome back to Rogerkreacts. Back at you with another one. We got 4 more tracks we're going to be checking out today, man. As you may have seen from my last video, I need to get through my Up Next app, social app tracks, man, because the reactions are coming in thick and fast, and I want to make sure I get to all you guys with plenty of content, but get to it as fast as I can, man. So we've got one track from Boulie, who's got 800 monthly listeners, called She Knows. We got YMG S.K, who's got a song latest release called Last Sad Song. Tracking along on 3 monthly listeners, kicking off. And we got 3J Slump. Asked me to check out 2 of his tracks. One was Vain Interlude and one was Faith, man. But before I start any of that stuff, if you're an independent artist and you want to get a reaction from me, head over to upnextapp.io. It's a really great place for independent artists to do a whole bunch of things, man. Pretty much anything you can think of around content, playlisting, production. If you want to get a feature, if you want to be a lyricist, if you want to be a marketer, whatever you want to be, right? What I tend to do is I've got a thing called Rogerkreacts Reaction Room, which you can see on the top there, where a whole bunch of people jump on, basically asking for reactions, man, and that's what I do. And I love to keep this thing as free for as long as I possibly can, which is why I'm doing these 4 things in a row at the moment, trying to keep it that way. But if you want to support me and support the growth of this channel, of course, hit subscribe, but also you can buy me a coffee down below in the description. Every dollar helps, man. I can get better gear, better setups, faster production speeds, all that kind of stuff, man. So, yeah, if you want to support the channel a bit more, hit me up with a coffee, man, and it'll be much appreciated. But all right, let's get into it, man. We're going to check out Boulie. Boulie, 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 Boulie. Let's check it out. She Knows. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hey, Boulie's vibing. I like it. I like your headphones, man. Goddamn.
She walks in the room, yeah. All eyes on her, yeah. No diamond, but she shines like the sun. Moves so smooth, she make the rhythm now. She don't chase love, she let it come. Eyes locked in, I feel the spark. Heartbeat loud in the midnight dark. She don't say much, but I know what she means. The way she moves her body, I could make her my queen. She don't play, but she runs the game, and I love when she says my name. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows what she do when you get too close. She knows. She knows. Got me high like I just did coke. She knows. She knows that I'm hooked and I can't let go. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows. No script with me, but I run the scene like Mercury. I need my queen. No rush, just vibes and G's with me. I see you as my family. Pull me in with a sway of hips. Every glitz like a stolen kiss. Don't need no one to prove her worth. Been shining since the day of birth. Every move she makes like a melody, and I'm locked in this for life like therapy. Don't chase, she attracts the flame. I'm lit every time she came. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows what she do when you get too close. She knows. She knows. Got me high like I just did coke. She knows. She knows that I'm hooked and I can't let go. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows what she do when you get too close. She knows. She knows. Got me high like I just did coke. She knows. She knows that I'm hooked and I can't let go. She knows. She knows. She knows. She knows.
She knows. She knows. Man. Great vibe. I love the canvas, man. I love that. This is so cool. I love it. It was really cool, man. And you got a really organic energy to you. I really like that. Like it's not. Yeah, you ain't trying to be no one, man. I love it. You're trying to just be yourself. It's perfect. Perfect. She knows. Guys, let them know down in the comments what you guys think about She Knows. I think it was a good vibe, man. I really enjoyed it. I've never heard of Afro Drill before. Like I've heard of Afro Beats, but maybe Afro Drill is like a subset of that, or it's something adjacent to that. But yeah, you say emerging, so maybe there's something new I got to check out for myself. Sounded very Afro Beats to me, if I'm being honest, like what I would class as Afro Beats, but maybe not as quick, which is probably where you're coming from. Definitely melodic trap. Yeah, I could hear that. So a few points that I did have. I like your percussions. I do wonder if they're a bit too sharp for the genre. The crispiness of it is really good, but also I think the other part of your song that was really great was just the synths and the pads that kind of surround it, and I would like the percussions to be a little quieter, because I think the percussions, even if you make them a little quieter, it'll still be really full, and you'll be able to improve your overall loudness of your track if you can make those percussions a bit quieter, because you'll be able to gain stage it a bit better. I suspect you haven't got this track as loud as you could. That's just my first point. Second one was your vocal is really great. Your vocal performance is really good. You remind me of I recently reviewed Rain Dance by Dave and Thames. I knew the Thames bit actually, but I never knew Dave. Your voice reminds me a little bit of Dave, but to be honest, you've actually EQ'd your voice better than Dave. But I think there's still a little bit that can be done there to make the voice really shine and stand out. Still a little bit too much muddiness in that voice, I think. I think you can EQ that out. But moreover, I'd encourage you to check out... I did this for someone else the other day, sorry. There's a... Alina Zero Budget vocal template, which is something I've only got recently as well, by the way. So, and I found it really useful for a couple of my songs. I haven't followed her pathway 100%, but like, let's say 80% or 70% of what she's done, I've followed. But mainly she talks about different styles of vocals, which is like your lead vocal, then you got your doubles, your harmonies, then she's got ad-libs, and then she does this thing called gang vocals on the side, and then she's got a whole bunch of other different types of vocals which she adds on to her tracks to make a pop song sound really poppy. I feel like even though you're doing this thing called emerging Afro drill, I do kind of feel like it lends itself to a pop vibe. And like, you know, maybe her style of vocal template is for you. Before you invest any money, even if you want to just check out the demo video and see if it's for you. Yeah, I'd encourage that. The very last thing was just your cover art. I don't know the stats on this stuff, so I'm going to be honest, right? But the AI kind of cover art stuff, I don't mind using AI for cover art, but just be wary, like it'll read to some people as, this might be an AI track, whereas your whole profile like screams organic artist, man. You know what I mean? And so if you've got this set up so well in this quadrant here, I almost feel like if you just worked on your AI cover art to give it a bit more of an organic feel, I reckon you'd like really hit the nail on the head in terms of getting as many listeners attracted to your music as you can. Because no one's, you know, going out looking for AI music. But if people come across AI music, they'll be like, all right, I might give it a listen or I might not. You know, there's like a choice. I'm just trying to maximize the amount of listeners that you can get to your, you know, flood to your songs, man. But yeah, great track, man. I think I want to follow you as an artist. I'm curious to see where you go. Yeah, man, great track. Thanks for sending it in. Next one is YMG S.K. We're going to be checking out the last sad song. As I said, he's up and coming, 3 monthly listeners, guys. So let's show him some love. Last sad song. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Great introduction, man. I like that.
Yeah, I know that you lied in my face. Now I think back and replay all the things that you said. I must leave you alone, you a thought in my head. I just hope that he know that you were laying in my bed. And the sad thing about it, you was all up in my phone. So you went and brought my heart and then you turned it into stone. I can't fuck with that little hoe, she a thought and now she gone. Rather be all by myself than playing bitches like I'm cold. But that bitch, she did me grinding, now her name all on my song. This my last sad song and then I gotta let her go. This the person that I wrote. Yeah, I'm fighting all these demons, that's the shit that she don't know. But that bitch, she thinks she got me, she was fucking on the low. She a nasty ass little bitch and that was fucking on my flow. Yeah, you really did me bad, but you was stupid ass little hoe. You had it good where you was at, now please don't try to call my phone. I see your name, I hit decline, I know you hate it downtown.
Spit truth, man. Here we go.
Happy cause I'm finally alone.
You got some heart here, man.
Yeah, I know that you lied in my face. Now I think back and replay all the things that you said. I must leave you alone, you a thought in my head. I just hope that he know that you were laying in my bed. And the sad thing about it, you was all up in my phone. So you went and brought my heart and then you turned it into stone. I can't fuck with that little hoe, she a thought and now she gone. Rather be all by myself than playing bitches like I'm cold. But that bitch, she did me grinding, now her name all in my song. This my last sad song and then I gotta let her go. Now I gotta let her go. Now I gotta let her go. She was fucking on the low. She was fucking on the low. Yeah, that goofy ass little bitch. She's a hoe. She a hoe.
Man, you got some swag to your style, man. That was really good. Very like heart-centered track. I gotta add that, man. Very heart-centered track, that one. I like that. I like heart-centered music. Like when someone's rapping and you can kind of feel it. Like it's just yeah, man. That's everything. That's good. That's good. That's good. Just the way it is. The production was great from what I could tell. Simple production. That's all you really needs. Got the message across. See, you work with a few people here, man. It's great. Look, I got really no notes for you production-wise and rapping-wise. There's only one thing I'm going to say, which is get your lyrics in, man. Get your lyrics in, because especially with rap music, people want to follow along with what you're saying. So, and you can do this now. It's not too late. There's a site called Music Match, MUSIXMATCH, completely free. You can sign up completely free. You can do what I'm about to tell you completely free. You basically just pop your lyrics in there and you link it to your song, and then they'll work with Spotify to get your lyrics to show up on Spotify. I did a recent thing with a major artist review, I think only a few days ago now. Or it would have been a few days when this releases, but every single major artist, rapping or no rapping, has their lyrics on Spotify. It's like a God-given thing, right? So make sure you get your lyrics on Spotify. I think it's really important if you want people to follow along with what you're saying. But I like that your rap lyrics are really clear. It's really easy to, really intelligible. Really easy to understand what you're saying. Yeah. Great track. No notes. Well done. Enjoyed it. All right. 3J Slump, guys. Another one. 9-month listeners. Up and coming. About to break into the world. Take over the world. We're going to check out. We'll start with Vane. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Before I stuff up like I did last time. Get rid of that. All right. We're going to start with Vane. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright, straight into it.
That is insane. Won't let you go in vain. Won't let you go in vain. Never over too many times. Let you go in vain. And she get on my nerves sometimes, but oh, does she like my soul? That girl is my fire, my only main desire. Wherever this goes, she needs to know I can't lose it. Yeah, she knows she got a hold on
I get pumped up high up.
After all of the pain, I just can't let you go in vain. That is insane. Won't let you go in vain. Won't let you go in vain. Vain, vain, vain. That's all I think. Can't let you go in vain. Can't let you go in vain. Vain, vain, vain. Stop it, let's keep talking, let's keep talking so we can work it out. Am I naughty, am I naughty now? All I want is to be with you right now.
Sorry, that last bit just distracted me. Felt like everything slowed down just a touch in tempo. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's the key. Maybe it was the piano coming at the end. I'm going to go different. I'm going to talk about the improvements before I talk about what's good, because what's good is awesome. But like that little piano bit at the end, I don't think that was necessarily needed. I think you had it with your pads, man. And it was like lifting. I would like build around that. Like build the aura and the atmosphere around those pads, because that was that was dope. But yeah, what was good? It's a dope song, man. I don't think it's an interlude at all. I'm not sure why you called it an interlude. Maybe there's something in your album that makes it an interlude, but the interludes I've seen, and I've done it on previous albums. Oh, geez, when I used to do albums in a previous lifetime. Interludes would be like 1 minute, 1 minute 40, just like a kitsch or a sketch or something, or like on an Usher album, if there's an interlude, it'll be very quick. I haven't seen a 3-minute interlude before. I think that is actually a track that you could run and should do pretty well. I was actually going to suggest that you should take this track to a house artist and remix it, because you've got so many good synth layers there. And your drum beat is great too. Don't get me wrong. It's nothing about your drums. It's just you've got so many good synth layers there. And you've got a good pace to the song that you could easily remix this into a house mix. And you got the... Like, you got those really good harmonics and vocals to really make a really powerful, like, pop house track. And I reckon it'll do awesome. There's someone I reacted to on my site, Oud Dreams. Check that one out. A guy called Callum. He's also a very up and coming artist, just like you, man. But he's done a house track called Oud Dreams. Very, very long house track. I wouldn't recommend going that long, but it's done so well. And he's collabed with some house artist, and it's got over 700,000 streams. Like, he's doing immensely well with it because of that. Because of that one track, you'll see it in the in my reactions. So check that out as an idea, man. But Yeah, Vane was good. Vane was good. I wouldn't even call it an interlude. I think it's a track. I think it's a vibe on its own, man. That was good. Yeah, that was the other bad thing. Fill this up, man. The About the Artist. We want to know about you. 3J's taken over, great, but like, who are you? Like, you know, because like, it's not to be rude to anyone, right? But like, in a sea of rappers and performers and artists, we want to know a little bit more about each person, right? Because like, people want to be able to connect to your story. So just make sure to, you know, take 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and just fill that up with something about yourself. Like, you know, even if you AI it, like, it doesn't matter, but just fill it up with something. You know what I mean? It's better than leaving it empty, because otherwise no one knows who you are. Not really. All right, we're going to check out Faith. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I've searched for answers for so long. I try my best to act like I don't care that you weren't there. I wonder, how can I release for someone that I cannot see? I'm scared. Are you there? And when I'm reaching my hand to the skies, are you there, or is it all lies? I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, sorry, I want to rewind it a bit. I need to turn the volume down. I can give you this feedback right now. The guitar that you've got, in your first 2 bars, it's fine, but in your 3rd and 4th bar, that echo that comes off your guitar is really sharp. I think you need to get onto your reverb and duck your EQ a little bit. Probably around the 4K range. It's probably you'll find there might be a little bit of muffle. It'll be between 1 and 5. If I was guessing, it'll be a 4K range. It might be just a little bit too sharp, or it might even be your. Oh, now that I think about it, it could even be just a bit of muddiness. Yeah, so maybe in the mud range around the 250 to 400. Just check. There's probably a spike coming out of your reverb on your guitar. But yeah, let's keep going.
One that I cannot see, I'm scared. Are you there? And when I'm reaching my hand to the skies, are you there, or is it all lies? I don't know. I don't know. I look around for all of the signs.
I like the bass. That was good.
Ever reply? I don't know. I don't know.
Brother. Yeah. Oh, beautiful, man.
I want to believe in something. I wanna know life has a purpose. Is it worth it? Why do bad things happen to me? 'Cause after everything I've seen, I'm hurting.
Oh.
I'm hurting. Yeah, I walk with a smile on my face. Can't tell if it's real or fake, 'cause I don't know. No, I don't know. And when I'm reaching my hand to the skies, are you there, or is it all lies? I don't know. I don't know. I look around for all of the signs. Are you gonna ever reply? I don't know. I don't know.
3J. 3J, that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. I think my only feedback was that guitar and the reverb on that guitar. That's the only point that I think needed improving, but otherwise it was a beautiful track. You got a great voice. I kind of want to hear one more. I'm going to run out of space on my hard drive, so I'm going to just pick the shortest one. Good change it, you're not singing that one.
Last girl I had said I need to be a man now. Cut the girl off and that bitch is a fan now. Dark outside but my chain still hidden. If I'm being real I hate lame niggas. Y'all niggas really like apes with triggers in the same monkey bars. I can't hang with you. Yeah, that's how it is, yeah, that's how I feel. Everything corny when you're trying to be real. I really make I'll go staring at your face like all the time. Baby, if you only knew no one bothers us. It's just I want you for the rest of my life.
Sorry, I know I'm very quiet. I'm just pondering. One more.
I think this life is strange. These people, my necklace. Better take the shit off, it's expensive. Girls be praying for me. Why should I be there if you're not there?
Dude, I think you're a talent. The reason I was just jumping around was it's something I know about myself, right? Like my own journey in music has been very eclectic in that when I grew up, you seem like a young kid, right? Like when I was growing up, R&B and hip hop was my thing, and so that's where if I was singing, I went to singing class or something, or if I did a concert, if I happened to do a concert, it would be an R&B song, it would be a hip hop song. My sister probably got me into more ballads because she was into the more ballads and pop song stuff. And then when I joined my band, I became far more interested in Latin music. Because they had very percussive stuff, and you know the traditional Sri Lankan stuff is also very percussive, and my dad was a big influence in that as well. So when I started this journey of making my own music, I've just got a whole lot of stuff bundled together that I'm just releasing. And one of the things I've been wondering for myself is like, what is my brand? Like, what are people going to be able to latch on to me as a brand? And I think like when I saw your picture here, I thought this was like a hip hop artist, ready to take over. But you're very synthy, and I mean that in the best way possible. Your tracks are very synthy, and you're probably far more into the melodic house, progressive house section than you realize. It's just your drum beats end up becoming hip hop and R&B. You're far more into the house sphere than I think that you realize, but you're staying grounded in hip hop and R&B. Other than Faith is obviously a very slow moving song, and it's more like a ballad. I get that. I don't know. Either you're carving your own genre and you're gonna change the game in music, or you might benefit from a conversation from someone that knows about marketing and knowing how to present your character, because I think the way that this all reads to me, and I think you've used the same cover art for 8 out of 10 of these popular tracks that are on your thing right now. It reads very, very hip hop, and the hip hop, hard drill scene is very, very auto tuned. There's not a lot of melodic singing. There's a lot of heavy 808s. Like, it's very different to what, and that portrayal is very different to what I'm hearing. So I think, yeah, might benefit from a bit of time just thinking about how you want to brand yourself so that you're getting the right listeners, because you should be getting way more than 9 monthly listeners, man. I think the issue is you're not targeting the right audiences. I don't know if 9 is just your friends and family as well, but I think you possibly are targeting the wrong audiences. A great way to test it would be, so there's 3 different, I'll show you actually. So I've got a full list of things that I use, right, for music. These top 3 here, I'll just hover over them. So daily playlists, playlist partner, pitch playlist. Actually, you can take SoundPlate and you can take Indiemono. These are all free playlisting services, right? You could test some of your tracks in some of the other genres that, and then just see how they go, because you can then just evaluate how many approve you, how many reject you, and of the ones that approved you and reject you, what kind of genres they were. You can even do this now on Submit Hub. Submit Hub has a, because it's pretty cheap. If you buy some premium credits, you can do a lot. You can do a genre test for your music, and I suspect you'll either fall well into like a melodic category, or you'll fall in a bucket where everyone's like 50-50 on you, because your vibe isn't fitting like a specific niche of what they're expecting. And that's actually a good thing in a way, but it does mean that you need to also think about how you market yourself so that you're as a broad appeal as possible, if that makes sense. Yeah, sorry, that's probably my main critique for you in listening to your 2 songs. Faith was a beautiful song. I've added it to my list, man. I loved it. Vane was cool. I just don't know if it's an interlude. I think it's another beautiful synthy song that you could, promote the shit out of. So yeah, well done, man. I'm glad to have discovered you. I'm following you along. But really, all the artists today were great, man. Yeah, let them all know down in the comments, guys, what you think. And that was Rogerkreacts. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.